Hello, everybody. As we pursue our noble ambitions, I wanted to add a thought or two on taking advantage of the chances you have. There are those who've had chances thrust upon them simply because they're at the right time at such unfortunate circumstances. Elected politicians come to mind. There's British Prime Minister Winston Churchill during World War II. After Neville Chamberlain went to Berlin and tried to make a deal with Hitler, that deal didn't last, and the spotlight was thrust upon Winston Churchill, who during the years of World War II saved the world from democracy. There's President George W. Bush during the September 11 attacks, and how he resolved to ensure that it would never happen again during his presidency, and it never did. Now we had a different nation on September 12th and September 11th, and one that could still be better. There's Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War, who saved the Union from falling apart. These individuals rose to the pantheon of great leaders, certainly during their time, several for all time. Others simply created the chance. There's Pope John Paul II, who advanced the concept of an Eastern Europe free from communism. At the time, people thought communism would last for generations or centuries. It no longer does in the form that it once did. British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher devoted her premiership to unburdening the chains of socialism from Great Britain. She did many other things as well, but certainly it's a different country after she was done. South African President Nelson Mandela fought for equal rights in his African continent. And then there's Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton, who battled for a woman's right to vote. All believed in a different future, regardless of whether they often stood alone or even if they achieved it. Change can be envisioned and research planned and articulated, but it still must be implemented. It could be the right idea at the wrong time, or the best person may be hired in the wrong organization. But all have a chance. All have to take the chance that presents itself, even against considerable odds. In reality, the greater likelihood of success rests with those who have the ability to determine its implementation, who can take the chance when they need to. Often that doesn't occur. You have to take the chance when it's thrust upon you. An idea whose time has come. The civil rights movement and suffrage encompassed decades of heartbreak, eventually resulting in a shift in the hearts and minds of a nation that no longer believed that one race or one sex was inherently better than the other. It took time. Too much time, but it took time. The time came after incomparable struggle and sacrifice, through rising awareness and unrelenting pressure that inequality and injustice is not representative of the human race. The time came after realizing that society is only as decent and good as it treats its fellow citizens. Passion and fortitude are essential yet lonely virtues when the fight is right but the timing is wrong. At some point the time does come, the chance does present itself, and the battle can be won. Defining change depends on dreams and determination, to be sure, but also a chance given or a chance taken to make that difference. This is one reason change is such an elusive circumstance in a society. Thanks, everybody.